Hi everyone, welcome back for another episode of the Autistic episodes. Um, Jonas here, and I'm here to talk to you about the COVID-19. Yeah, that's something that happened. What with this coronavirus on 2019, or I guess it's 2019. But anyways, yeah, it wasn't that much big of a deal. But by somewhere around March of 2020, which was last year, the world suddenly shut down. And during that time, many people were either barricading themselves at home or pretty much hoarding a lot of food that eventually would have gone to waste because people just hoarded them for themselves. They didn't bother to at least to let someone else purchase them when they needed it the most, right? Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, my mom keeps telling me stuff like that, and the truth is, that's still happening right now. But during the COVID 19 right now that we're facing, is that we have to keep a good social distancing towards our fellow people, or in this case, family and friends, because we don't want to get infected and contract the COVID 19 that will get us sick, or worse, eventually kill us. But yeah, trust me from my own experience, it was horrible, frustrating, and above all else, pretty much heartbreaking that I couldn't see any of my friends or take classes in person when I needed help the most from an actual instructor next to me. But over time, I started to get over it and just do the best that I can. I mean, I can still contact them through email, or if any of them can make appointments in Zoom, or if they're kind enough to give me their number, then pretty much I can ask for help whenever I need it. But at the same time, maybe at the same time, my instructors wants me to try to do this on my own because they want me as well as the rest of the students to be independable. Because some people, while they see this as the end of the world, there's actually some good things that COVID 19 is bringing us. And do you want to know what that is? Opportunity to try to give us the education, the knowledge that we need online without having to move distance away from our homes to another state or another country, because they're giving us the instructions and the lessons online as they're trying to adapt to this ever changing world. Yeah, as I was saying, sure, there are many people that might think that the end is coming, or it's the end of the world because all of us will eventually get sick and die. Well, I'm just gonna tell you that while you should never ignore some signs that you see them, don't take them serious or take them to heart, because to me, the world isn't gonna end because of this. No. One of the reasons why is because there's always either too much fanatics or too much, you know, people that see the bad things that are happening because they either have nothing good in their lives, or because they think that just because some or that there are people that are currently dying, they think that it's gonna end, that mankind's gonna end because of that. Well, guess what? There've been multiple deaths throughout history, and we always find a way to overcome them. I mean, in the past, sure, it took almost from months to years, but right now, we're almost there. I heard online that they finally found a cure for the COVID 19, a vaccine, I guess, if I'm being accurate. But, you know, we don't know what side effects it might have or what it might do in the long period after taking the vaccine into your body. But you know, no pain, no gain, I guess. But at the same time, as scientists are doing their best to solve problems, there might always be some side effects or not, or maybe there aren't because, you know, they're just want to see how it goes before eventually everyone gets their turn. But I suppose the problem with that is because so many of them don't want to get contaminated with the COVID-19, they might try to demand to get the vaccine all at once. Yeah, whatever happened to people being better than the previous generation, or trying to resolve this calm and um, well mannered well mannered um, line, uh, trying to show that you want to get vaccine and to go back to having a normal daily routine outside, but at the same time you're just too afraid to admit that you're scared, that fear has a hold of us. Yeah, some people might consider that as a weakness, some people might consider you less of a person, but that is because that is because that is what their opinion is. That it matters only to them, not you. No. If anything, my real opinion about the COVID-19 is it's okay to admit you're afraid. It's okay to be a bit scared. But we can't let that command us or take over our lives just because there's a new disease out there that we might catch because it comes to contact with another person. But you know what? Trust me, I am keeping my good social distance. But at the same time, I'm not afraid to go outside because people always get sick whenever they go outside. And that was before this COVID-19 came to be. But still, we just find ways to get better through new medical vaccines and cures, and pretty much I know that everyone is gonna get back to having their daily lives return to them, their times to spend outside, because right now it's still happening. I don't just mean the COVID-19. People are still continuing their routines because you want to know what the best part about this pandemic is? The world hasn't stopped. World People didn't stop their usual routines. Sure, at the beginning of this pandemic, there were jobs that had to be closed down. There were pretty much not so much as classes to enter in person, and we couldn't hang with our friends because what we their families might be worried that they might get sick. Yeah, I understand that completely. I mean, I didn't like it at first, but now I can understand and respect it. I mean, to some people, they might say, my life ended and, you know, nobody noticed. But what people are now should be noticing the most is because right now the world is still sort of in lockdown while they're doing like vaccine testings to see if they work, so that way we can the human race can have control of their futures and lives again, so that we don't be afraid of this vaccine. I mean, it's just a I guess you could say it's just a somewhat of a heart virus, not a zombie infestation. But I'm just telling you, it's just everything's just going slowly back to the way things are. I mean, the world didn't end it. My life didn't end it. Okay, and the people closest to me, they noticed that because I'm still making an effort. I mean, I'm wearing the mask so that I don't infect anyone by accident or nobody infects me, but at the same time, you know, that shouldn't stop me from living life, nor should stop any of you from living life too, because for us, life is so short as a human being because we never know whether or not we might die. Hopefully, of old age, mind you, but that's why that's more than enough to actually try to make life and make the best moments we have left here with those we cherish. Maybe friends or family, but in a small gathering sort of cherished memories to make. Because fear fear hinders us from succeeding in life. It hinders ascensions because life is worth the risk. And we do this because we follow the light so that we can build better and safer futures for everyone to enjoy. This is Jonathan Arduña signing off and to tell you, have a good day.